Holy smoking Joe Frazier. Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Derek Soto, once again with Bloodlines, and we're sitting at the Hotel Henry right now with, of course, Tarja. Tarja, how you doing today?
Hey, thank you for having me. I'm really having fun. Thank you.
You've had a long day today. You've been up and early, and last night too at your show.
Yes, New York, on a rainy New York. Oh my God, what's going on here?
Yeah, it went from 95 degrees to 55.
Yes, I've heard. Unbelievable. But you know, that's how it is nowadays. You never know with the climate. Seriously. But no, I'm having a great time. The show last night was amazing and great crowd and a lot of fun and a lot of pure emotions. So a lot of fun.
We've all noticed that within the audience in the photo pit last night. I'll tell you that much. But we're gonna get right into the first question.
Yes.
So Act 1, obviously your first live album was released 6 years ago.
Yes.
You did it in 2012. You captured 2 concerts in Rosario, Argentina, and now we're here in 2018. With Act 2, which came out July 26th, 28th. So around there.
It's around there.
It's around that time. And there's a lot of goodies in this wonderful, wonderful album. And for starters, the shows were filmed in Milan, Italy, and London, where you had a special intimate performance with select winners of a contest that you held. There's recorded pieces at Hellfest. There's recorded pieces from Woodstock, unreleased interviews. There's photography there from what I can only assume is Tim Tronco. Hi, Tim. I'm a fan of yours.
Yeah.
All the way
too.
from America. I love his work, and you can see it all over the new material. You've packed so much content over the duration of the Shadow Show's world tour. What makes this compilation of material so special to you? And besides performing in the footage, what has it been like participating in the production of what is literally your own media?
Yeah, I mean, you might think that working on a production for a live album wouldn't take that much time for an artist, but actually, for me, working on a live record is as important as my work for a studio record. It is important because it actually is showing, for me in the first place, showing the place I am at the moment, artistic-wise in the world of music, but also for my audiences that haven't been there, the one that hasn't been in my concert yet, or the one that has been in my concert yet, where I'm at.
You want them to see every little detail.
No, it is like that, but I had this opportunity to make this, as you mentioned, this very intimate London show. It was incredible experience because you never get to perform in that kind of things. If it's not your brother's birthday party with the family, I don't do that kind of things naturally. So it's like it was a very special and very emotional experience to sing for the hardcore fans that were just right in front of me, breathing the same breaths that I was taking in the same little tiny room. Plus then to work on a Woodstock for 500,000 people in front of you, That Act 2 live record includes 8 hours and a half material when it comes to music and video. So you just can imagine how much of editing I had to do, and go through the material. That took a longest time. Mm-hmm. I was working daily basis for over 6 months on this record at home.
Wow.
Obviously with the team of people that I have in hand, mixing engineer Tim Palmer and all the video guys that were there. Great talented team of people. I was never left alone, but the end line, the end word was mine. Is mine. So that's the thing, you think that there are artists probably that don't really work on the productions like I do. I am there in every process. I'm present because I want to be. I need to be. I breathe for that. It's my art. I want to keep the
Absolutely, and it shows. I mean, you have digipacks, you have DVDs, you have vinyl, you have a Blu-ray. Thank God there's a Blu-ray because I will be adding it to my collection. And there's just, I mean, I put it in a trifecta of women because I've noticed you've put so much detail and so much into your work for this. And I mean, I go back at myself personally, and I've seen Epica's retrospect with their Blu-ray concert, and with Doro's 30th anniversary with her Blu-ray concerts. I love it. I love how much material there is, and you can just delve right into your universe. I mean, I've been given a rare opportunity to sit down with you, and I know that once I pop that video in or I pop that live CD in, I'm gonna have a better perspective of what you go through as an artist and the people that you have around you. That's amazing, and that's something that is rarely seen, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, and this act 2 is kind of, I wanted to make it in an arty way so that you can have that experience by being in your living room, experience the emotions that are involved in a live concert. That's why the photographs that was added in the post-production into the concert, all those kind of, Tim Troncoy took a lot of beautiful pictures, or my fans took a lot of beautiful pictures from all over my shows, all over the world in my shows. So I want all that to be presented. So because every concert is unique. Every concert, every public is unique. Every environment you go, every show is different. And once you get to film one particular show, it might not be the best show you ever done, because if you ask me what was the best show you ever done, I don't know what has been my best show.
You can't really ask that.
No, it's very difficult to answer that kind of thing. But to work on one special concert and make that night what really happened there
as perfect as possible.
Yeah.
And speaking of concerts and speaking of you being around the world, welcome back to America.
Thank you.
I was waiting for that one to come up, but I chose to say it now. And last night you were at Gramercy Theater here in Manhattan, and you and your longtime fans were reunited. How was your first show back on U.S. soil?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. I mean, and thank you for the patience. I mean,
of course.
But it's not like, it has been difficult for me to come over as a solo artist, carrying all the responsibility on my own. I do not have a band. I'm carrying a big crew of people with me, and it's not easy to cross the continents in general. But
the wait was worth it. That's a fact.
Thank you. No, I was having a time of my life last night. I've had time of my life on this whole tour. I will have a time of my life in LA, I'm sure.
LA on Friday?
Yes, LA on Friday. And
at the El Rey Theater?
Yes. That's correct.
Boom.
But I am really, really grateful that all my fans, they've been very supportive and really loyal to me throughout these years. So I get that support, and I appreciate that very much.
And, just a follow-up question to that, since you are literally around the world, what was it like recording The Shadow Self and The Brightest Void in various locations of the world? In what way did that affect you in the recording of those albums?
Well, everything that I have experienced in my journeys, in general, everything that I write in my music, they have something to do with my life. It's just natural that way. I wouldn't be able to write a song. Maybe I would be able to write a song from perspective that wouldn't touch me personally, but it wouldn't be real for me. I need to have that kind of soulness in it. I have to when I'm writing songs, and then when I perform naturally my own songs, when I perform them for my publics all over the world, I get the feedback. I wanna have the feedback from my fans. I love receiving that feedback from my public. In general, it is very, very important to carry all that experiences inside of me, because they make me who I am today. And so I wouldn't be here talking with you. I wouldn't be the same person without going all along that long journey that I've done. So it's just like that. It's been incredible joyride. It's been tough, going traveling all around the world. It's not an easy job to do. Many people ask me, you get to see so many beautiful places in the world, but actually you get to see not too much.
You're very closed in on where you have to be location wise.
Yes.
And it's been insane for you for the past decade.
Yeah.
But with the amount of content that is released and the future releases are going to come out, it seems like you speak of them as chapters, for you yourself personally, and everything changes: the people, the places, the location, and it's just everything's in that one package. Then you move on to the next one, and it's a brand new chapter for you. So that's how you chronicle your life.
Yes, and I need to be very much in advance. Like, my life is about organizing it properly, in a way that when I'm an artist that works at home, I'm also a mother of a 6 years old. It's a 24 hours job in that sense that where to separate the family life from the artistic life. Well, they are very unite in my life in general, because when I'm at home, I don't want to go anywhere. When I can't be at home, it's my haven. So I work at home, I record at home, I prepare my songs at home, I songwrite. Everything is happening at home. So I'm very blessed to have a place where I can feel free to create my own art when I am there. Nevertheless, sometimes, when I am alone as an artist, carrying the responsibility is a hard task to do, but I really do enjoy my freedom I'm having today. So these episodes or these kind of eras, I have to plan them carefully in advance, very carefully, because I have a lot to do.
It shows, artist, mother, wife, that's a lot to undertake. Yeah. It's a lot to undertake, and I mean, you fooled me with last night's performance. You were like, it's like I'm on the stage, I'm going to let loose and have fun, and that's exactly what you did.
Yeah.
And in a past interview that you had in Europe, you talked about a new album being released after The Shadow Self. What can you tell us about the new album in production and, the differences and the similarities it has next to your 2016 release? I mean, have you thought about that stuff yet, or you? You
mean the new record that is coming up? Yeah. I can't tell you too much about it, but definitely I've been writing.
Breadcrumbs are fine.
Yeah. I've been writing songs. I've been writing plenty of songs. Actually, I have more songs than needed for the album itself. I'm working on the lyrics at the moment. I believe, or I feel that the album is pretty much darker than the previous one. A little, and even a bit heavier maybe than The Shadow Self. Nevertheless, never forgetting the symphonic side of mine, and as the first love of music was classical music, so I will never get away from that. There are not like that kind of radical changes you could think of. No. Yeah. But there is always a change when there is a new album of mine coming up. There is always something to make you a little bit like, what she's up for,
I can imagine. I for one can't wait for that. And speaking as a Finnish soprano, you are in a league of your own. At least I would say so. The diversity of female singers is growing, by octave ranges and genres. The world is seeing more and more female-fronted musicians come about. And, with so many challenges involving, the internet, sales and revenue and diversity in 2018, where does the power lie in showing the world that there should be more women in music?
I've always been very respected as a female singer in metal, or in general as a female singer. I've always enjoyed the respect from my male colleagues or from my audiences all over the world. In general, I've never suffered by the fact of being a woman on the road. Maybe the first couple of years were tough for me because, trying just to keep yourself sane in all this madness going on around and again, keep yourself healthy. Yes. Which for my type of singer is absolutely the most important thing, because my vocals are pure, they are clean, I need to really take good care of my instrument, which is my body, so that requires a lot of work, daily basis work, and when you are touring it's tough. But talking about the respect, I have never needed to show more that I have. Maybe because of the voice I have is powerful enough in a way for people to embrace me. I don't know the reasons really for that. Maybe the other reason might be that I have always been very truth.
You've always told the truth. You've been truthful to yourself.
The metal world, true to the classical world. I have never had them colliding in my life. Not the classical, people that have had the classical education or the teachers that I have been working with in my past also, they've always been respecting me because I've been true to them. I've always been very clear what I'm doing, how I'm doing, working hard. That has required me to work very hard, very, very hard. But when you do your job good enough, I mean, people, there is no words needed. They can see the results.
You let the art speak for itself.
Exactly. I believe that women in metal, I'm first of all, super proud that there are so many girls around. I've been honored to talk with many of these girls, seeing me as their role model. You know, I just saw some covers made from my songs from many girls and even male singers. It's incredible how much of beauty exists in the world of music and how many artists you can really inspire with your own work. If you know,
it's your influence.
It's music, it's emotions, and we all hear music differently. We all hear it from the personal perspective, and so music is emotion. That's all.
And like I spoke with Daniel Tompkins of Tesseract about this, and you know, he always said that, you know, the emotion and the influence is there. It's just the whole journey of finding it within the individual is what musicians live for, and it's what makes us who we are. Yeah. I mean, because I
goes
see it
with
in my
everything.
Friends, I see it in the audience. They all sing with you, and you know, they follow through with everyone.
Yeah.
It's a sight.
Yeah,
it is a sight. You can go anywhere from 10 people to 10,000 people, and just hearing, you know, your lyrics out there, and people are touched by the material that, you know, you put out. It's just
and the
remarkable.
It's a crazy fact is that when I sit down to write a song, I do not think about any of that. I do the songs for myself. I write a song for myself because I need to come out with that particular song, or there is a reason for me to just do that song.
Yes.
It's for me. And if then, after I produce the record and I put it out and everything, and if then someone finds that song of mine important, it's just unbelievable gift. For me, it's a gift for me. That, music has helped me in every way in my life. It has helped me. It's helping kids in therapy. It helps people with depression. It helps. It works.
It's a powerful tool.
It's very powerful.
It's just ideas.
Yeah.
That's it essentially. And you know, speaking of ideas, you know, I want to know, at least to me, one last thing. Is there anybody out there on your radar that you're interested in collaborating with on music, or, you know, something?
It's just so many.
There's just so many.
Yeah, I mean, world is filled with beautiful artists and bands. I mean, and I've been very lucky girl to collaborate with such incredible artists already in my past. I mean, really different kind of bands and artists I've been working with. But yeah, one of my biggest idols still today is Peter Gabriel. I think that, I mean, I met him once and I felt like I was trembling. Like
you were starstruck.
Yeah, I was.
You were starstruck.
Completely starstruck. He was wearing his rubber boots, like a rainy.
All the way up top on the knees.
It was a rainy day in Dublin, I remember, in Ireland, and I went to meet him in the backstage, and oh my God, it's like, he would be the guy. He would be.
That's it. That's it. She has a dream. It's Peter Gabriel.
Yeah, you gotta have dreams, huh? Everybody.
Everyone needs to. I'm just I'm floored by that question. I'm glad that I know that. You know, and for the last one, we're gonna keep Peter Gabriel here for just 2 minutes. He's here. I know it. But you know, we can expect you touring in the autumn. You know, with Stradivarius. Yes. You know, your ear music label mates, and a lot of festivals in 2019.
Yes.
Will you come back next year to America?
cannot promise you that, but
I'm working on it. I'll take a maybe.
I'm working on it.
You're working
on it? We are working on it.
Okay.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, there will be a lot of touring happening with the new album, certainly. So let's keep our hopes high and fingers crossed and everything, all the shiny stars upon us that I can come over. Yeah, there will be at least a 2 years tour with the new album coming. So.
And I will definitely be in the New York one for sure. We're probably going to have another interview again.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. I'm honored that I can sit and have this conversation with you, and I can go home now and blast Peter Gabriel on my music, on my radio.
So, check it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not heard Act 2 right now, please pick it up. Again, it is available on DVD, vinyl, CD, digipack, and Blu-ray. If you haven't seen the concert, you're missing out. Go see the concert. And wait till next year for a new record. I know I'm going to wait, so we'll wait together in unison. It'll be fun. I'm Derek Soto. This is Tarja. This is Bloodlines. Thank you again.